I almost fell. She was so good. That was great. So next up in the chronological order here, obviously that was Into the Woods. Next up, he had this little fun idea to write a show. You know what I'm talking about already, of course. I'm not going to do anything. It was a fun idea, and I personally loved it. It's one of my favorite shows. I know I said Follies is my favorite score, absolutely. But the next one is from one of my favorite shows. So, here to sing from Assassins is Patrick Cassidy, everybody. Give it up for the man.
Oh, yes. Wow. Assassins. How many people saw Assassins? Really? The original at Playwrights? Wow. You couldn't get a ticket. It was amazing. What an experience. I mean, anybody will tell you that getting to originate a Stephen Sondheim show is the dream of every musical theater actors, and for me it was too. And I'll tell you, it was so many stories about Assassins, but one was in our version. I was an American folk singer. You know, in the newest version, they would split it. It was like the Everyman, he becomes Oswald. But in my version, there were two separate parts, and I was like Pete Seeger or Woody Guthrie. And so I was, in a railman's cap and overalls and work boots and the whole thing. And Steve, that is what his friends call him, Steve, he says to me, you, can you play an instrument? And I said, I play the drums. He says, good, well, you're going to learn the banjo. Okay, right? So I worked till my fingers were bleeding to learn how to play this banjo for the opening of the Booth Ballad, right? And I actually went out there for 4 performances. Maybe there's a video for so, and I literally did the Johnny Booth was a handsome devil, right? And I did it. After the 4th preview, he comes backstage. Steve says to me, Patrick, unless you can go out there and play like Roy Clark, forget it. We're going to put it on your back. But I then learned to play the harmonica a little bit, and that was one incredible story. And then the other thing is, Michael Rupert came to see the show one time, and our band, this is an incredible band. By the way, give the band a hand again. Thank you, our band were 3 people, okay? Paul Gemignani on drums. And our conductor. Michael Starobin, who did the orchestrations for Sunday in the Park and Assassins, he played the synthesizer. And the legendary Paul Ford on piano. That was our band, and Michael Rupert comes to me, and he's in the lobby afterwards, and he's like this, he's like, and I said, what's up, did you like the show? He says, yeah, but do you know who's playing in your band? So those were a couple of those. Anyway, this is a song from Assassins. And it's one I can promise you has never been done here before, which I think is really interesting. It's about Leon Czolgosz, who went to the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo to shoot the president, William McKinley. And he stood in line to greet the president. And he waited till his turn, and he got to the front of the line, he wrapped a handkerchief, and he pulled the trigger. And William McKinley ended up on the $1,000 bill. Here we go. Czolgosz, working man, born in the middle of Michigan, woke with a thought and away he ran to the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo. Saw of a sudden how things were run, said time's a waste and it's 1901. Some men have everything and some have none, so rise and shine. In the USA you can work your way to the head of the line. Czolgosz, quiet man, worked out a quiet and simple plan. Strolled of a morning all spick and span to the Temple of Music by the Tower of Light at the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo. Saw Bill McKinley there in the sun. Heard Bill McKinley say, folks have fun. Some men have everything and some have none, but that's just fine. In the USA, you can work your way to the head of the line. Big Bill gave 'em a thrill. Big Bill sold 'em a bill. Big Bill Bill. Who'd want to kill a man of goodwill like a Big Bill? Joel, gosh, angry man, said, I will do what a poor man can. Yes, and there's nowhere more fitting than in the Temple of Music by the Tower of Light, between the Fountain of Abundance and the Court of Lilies at the Great Pan American Exposition in Buffalo. In Buffalo. Wrapped him a handkerchief around his gun, said nothing wrong about what I'd done. Some men have everything and some have none. That's by design. The idea wasn't mine alone, but mine. And that's the sign. In the USA, you can have your say. You can set your goals and seize the day. You're given the freedom to work your way to the head of the line. To the head of the line.
It's the Balladeer, y'all. Patrick Cassidy, everybody. What fun, eh? We're nearing the end of our night here. Yes, oh. Yes, but it's okay. We have a couple more tunes. If you